Yeah, baby. Welcome to a Wednesday, man. It's Tony Curry, Tone the Bone here, around 7:30 on Facebook. Got a couple program notes. If you're one of the tens of thousands of folks who have downloaded the Tony Curry radio app, first of all, I love you and thank you. Trying to change the world, trying to change the way you get your content, you hear your content, make it super easy. And a lot of it has classic rock tied to it. So Spotify is the only place where you can actually do podcasts, where you can actually have music implemented into the show. Sam Rushing, good morning to you. We're one of like two or three entities in the country that if you go to Spotify, it's not just all verbiage. I mean, there's lots of great podcasts out there. We're talking about, of course, Rogan, any of these guys. You know what I'm talking about, wherever you get your podcast. But if you go to Spotify and you want to hear the Damon Johnson show where he's playing his 6 favorite Leonard Skinner songs, or Austin Hanks, who's with Billy F. Gibbons from ZZ Top doing Blues Almighty, or When in Rome with Stuart Rome, a great show, makes you look good, sound good, and feel good. That show airs on Fridays. It's fantastic. We have a couple other musically implemented shows we're going to do too, so it's really cool. They pay the licensing for us, and so it's just a wonderful thing. So go to Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, search Tony Curry Radio, and you can see all of our shows. Now, if you want to hear the shows, everything from Need to Know with Kip Keefer, from Livewire Wednesday on Wednesday nights. We do Dark Side of the Pooch. We do Adapt or Perish. Great show with Dr. Alex Hublin and Dr. Josh Claypool. You want to hear any of our 13 different shows, you come to TKR app. Download the app. It's free. Takes you 5 seconds. You don't like it, get rid of it. But I promise you're going to love it. No one ever deletes it. It's fantastic. You can listen to all those shows, first runs, lives every single week. And we're expanding our shows, so they're going to be running Monday through Friday. So you'll know that you can listen to, say, Adapt or Perish at noon every Monday through Friday. We'll start that in a couple weeks, so keep that in mind. Speaking of big shows, Liz and the Grand Tour is going to be at Workplay. Tommy Williams, talked to him yesterday, one of my good friends, great soul. They're doing authentic classic country music coming up on Friday nights. This is a wonderful thing. We just talked about this the other day. Bruce Springsteen tickets, $5,000 a piece. You want to go to a Fish concert, it cost you $350. You want to see Elton John this past weekend, it's cost you $1,100. $20. Liz and the Grand Tour. Her friends call her Lizzie. Liz, the Grand Tour, authentic classic country, man. They go back years, and it's fantastic. Great show, all-star lineup. It's going to be at Workplay this Friday night. Tickets are $20. Go to workplay.com, workplay.com. Benny Solomon, good morning to you. Al Cooper and Rusty Pickle, you're also on today. Good morning. Go to Workplay, workplay.com. Buy your tickets. They're only $20, and we'll see you live coming up here in a couple nights, Friday at Workplay for Liz and the Grand Tour. Happy birthday to Triple H today, 53, and a guy who changed television as we know it. And if you're around my age, 50 or up, you remember Maude, you remember Sanford and Son, you remember One Day at a Time, you remember the Jeffersons, you remember Good Times, and you remember All in the Family. It's unbelievable what Norman Lear did to change television, because he was one of the first guys ever to tackle social and political implications and storylines in sitcoms. It was fantastic. It was funny. And All in the Family just changed the way television was, period. I don't know if you could do an All in the Family show now, but back in the 70s, you certainly could. It was really interesting because when All in the Family actually started, the show did horrible, but did really well in reruns that following summer, and despite the fact actually taking on a couple Emmys, and it had like a 5-10 year run of being number one on television. And I still look back at it. Anybody in my age group, man, their dad was watching All in the Family. Maybe because a lot of dads were kind of like Archie Bunker. Anyway, Norman Lear turns 100 years old today, so happy birthday to Norman Lear. And also on this date, in 1974, you know what song was released? This should be a national holiday. 1974, Leonard Skinner released Sweet Home Alabama on this date back in 1974. Isn't that hard to believe? 48 years ago. 48 years ago, Sweet Home Alabama was released. It was funny, I was down at the World Games, and you know, whenever you go to a concert, it can be any concert. It doesn't matter who's playing. Someone's going to play that first couple of dun, 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 dun. They're going to do it at every show because they know people in the state go crazy for that song. So I was waiting to hear from either Taylor Hicks or from Lionel Richie or from Bo Bice or from somebody, from Pastor Mike. I was waiting for someone to say it. And of all the people to do it, I believe it was someone from the IOC or someone from the World Games that are going to be in China next in 2025. He's like, Sweet Home Alabama. And it was fantastic. It was great. People went crazy for it. So a big anniversary date of Sweet Home Alabama, one of the finest ditties, one of the greatest songs. When I was doing classic rock 99.5 years ago, we used to do like a top 500 on Memorial Day, and sometimes we'd do it around Labor Day, but we always did the top 500 classic rock songs, and Sweet Home Alabama was obviously right there, nip it at the heels. It was either number 1 or number 2 or number 3 every single time. We love that song. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to Leonard Skinner. And speaking of Leonard Skinner, our good friend Damon Johnson of Brother Kane is still with Leonard Skinner. He's still filling in for Gary Rosington. He's playing weekends throughout July and I think in August. And then he's going to go do his Brother Kane thing. And they're going on a full-blown tour on 2023 with Brother Kane to celebrate that 30th anniversary of course, some of their first releases. So congratulations to him. And you can hear the Damon Johnson Show every Friday, and we'll start running that Monday through Friday as well. I hope you have a fantastic day. Al Cooper said, you said over 50 and my phone froze. Has to rebooty. Al, I'll probably see you today. If I can get out of here and come see you at Coosa Valley Auto, I'll do it. If you're looking for a car, go see Al Cooper at Coosa Valley Auto, CoosaValleyAuto.com. Al's going to get on the radio with me, aren't you, Al? We're going to do some business together. I'm going to drive up there. You do business with me. I'll buy a car from you today. How's that? I'll get up there a little bit later on this afternoon. All right, have yourself a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to download that TKR app. It's super easy. You're doing me a huge favor. Listen to it if you can. If you don't like it, I promise there's going to be something on there you're going to love. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Don't get it. But I promise you're going to love it. And then go to Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. Search Tony Kurre Radio, and we'll take care of you. Have a great day. Love you.